Hey y'all, so we're going to be getting going on day 54 of blueprints here in a minute. Um, on day 53, I consider day 53 to have been a good day. It was a long day, like real world time. It was like 4 hours, and if you watch that video, if you're in there were times that were very slow for you because I was just sitting there, trial and erroring different puzzles at certain points, not being very talkative about my process, but so I understand if you got bored watching it. But for me, it was good because it was productive. Things got accomplished. We got it. We solved. We got the sanctum key for the from the clock tower, and there was puzzles to solve along the way, and then we took that sanctum key down, and it took a while to figure out the correct sigil for Costa Rica because I didn't know a lot of information about Costa Rica from history. So I basically knew their flag was orange, and the rest I had to guess at, trial and error at for quite a while before landing on the right combination. Um, the but we did from the postcard in that sanctum for Costa Rica. We did read the Vera. It was hot and sweltering. So if we get to the Vera sigil, I need to remember that its weather at least is the wavy ray lines for heat, and then go from there. I might be able to dig up somewhere their color flag or deduce by process of elimination because no colors will be repeated. But regardless, I think I'm gonna have to put a pause on trying to find more sanctum keys, and this is why. The only ones left are fifth key is held by a king on his throne. I have not come across a throne. I thought, well, maybe it means, like the lavatory, but that's a crude euphemism, you know, home is the man's castle and his, toilet is his throne kind of thing. But I've been in the lavatory a few times and I've tried to click places just to see if there was anything useful in the lavatory and nothing triggered. I doubt it means the lavatory. So I think there's some area that I have yet to uncover, right? There's still rooms I've yet to add to the draft pool, like, rooms that aren't even in our, floor, we don't have floor plans for yet. So somewhere in there we might, get something that at least has a representation of a king on his throne. But I don't think this is, point is, I don't think this is one I can necessarily attempt to accomplish right now. Same with a 6 in a station left by one of our own. We already are looking for a metro map for solving one or two puzzles from a new clue, which I might need to go back to working on as well. But the point is, a station, I think it might mean like a subway station, metro station, something like that. If I run across a room that has some other interpretation of the word station, I'll keep that in mind. But right now, again, I don't know where to go look for that key. It may not be within my reach at the moment. And the same thing again with the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. I had thought that was going to be behind the door or in the room 8 puzzle room, or once we got solve the puzzle in that room behind the door, on the other side of that room, and it's not, and that confuses me. So I don't know where it might be. So rather than just spin my wheels looking for sanctum keys I might not have access to at the moment, I have to switch over to other puzzles. So I'll be working on trying to find the remaining safes and red letters. I'll be working on trying to find the remaining microchip for the big, the big vault door like in Blackbridge, right? There's got to be a third microchip somewhere, or maybe clues somewhere to where it is. Like we ran across a clue to where the microchip buried beside the west, bridge. There was a clue that led us to that. So there should be clues maybe somewhere about that microchip or where that microchip might be. So I need to be on the lookout for said clues. I need to re-examine a new clue, see if I can make any further progress on that, right? Like if I go over to, just to remind you, because it's been a while, we bought a new clue and it definitely has new clues. It's just not all of those have I solved. And there's also the music room clue, the music sheets clue. I mean, I got all the first words, and the first words basically said, find among the white sheets under two stones, and I don't know what that means. And that maybe that's about the microchip. I don't know. But with a new clue, we've got all of this. And yeah, so yeah, and there were numbers next to words, and I figured that part out. Right, all checked corner case rooms had a little case clue found in the rooms. We did that, and then that's what led us to one of the microchips, right? Because these came from this in the book, A New Clue, which formed this sentence, which then led us to certain rooms and looking at the lowercase word on the notes in those rooms, which led to buried beside West Bridge. And sure enough, that led us to digging up a microchip buried near the footbridge. So similarly, I'm wondering if in some of the other unsolved clues in still to be solved clues in a new clue, or even ones that I've missed. Maybe there's another clue somewhere in a new clue, like anyway. But there's this deal, right? And I might need find a metro map to do this one. But the point is I need to work along those lines, I think, because I don't think I can just stumble into more Sanctum keys at this point. I have to pause on Sanctum keys and get more rooms, more locations. I need to unlock more locations. I need to open the east and west gates, like going back over here to inaccessible areas, right? If there's a breaker switch for scratched out cabinet and utility closet, I need to find and install that, to figure out what that does, right? I talked about the Blackbridge big round door needs one more microchip. We got a clue that if we use a power hammer to break the wall on the weight room, that might reveal something. If it just reveals an access lever to the antechamber, it's pointless, more or less. But if it reveals something else, we need to know. We need to unfreeze somehow that letter, maybe with a burning glass. That's the only thing I can think of, is apply heat directly in the cooler, directly to the key and the letter and the burning glass. So if we can get a freezer and a burning glass and maybe get access to the letter in there, find some way to unlock the east and west gates so we can get more access to the grounds. Find the key to the diary in her ladyship chamber. I'm not as worried about the center of this mirror room. I know I've been there before, and I basically just need to consult my notes, which days I drafted the mirror room, and then skim and rewatch some of those prior day videos to see what happened when I got to the center. So that's more homework for me to do offline than it is for us to concentrate on during the day, or during a day video. And then I need to take a magnifying glass back to the small scrawl that's in the Red Prince book in the master bedroom. So basically, I just need to, follow more other puzzles, leads, clues, things I have, right? So that try and get progress in other directions, make productive progress in other directions. That's going to be kind of the focus, more than Sanctum Keys at the moment. Okay. All right. Well, let's get going. I also briefly want to mention, like I said, I am fully aware that day 53 was a 4-hour long video, and that a couple hours of that was just quiet, watching me just bang my head, trial and erroring, like the sigil in for Costa Rica in particular. So they're definitely boring parts. And someone who watched it disliked the video, and that is completely fine. I mean, I am glad for engagement, positive, negative, whatever. I'm glad for engagement. But I would encourage any of you watching, if you enjoy, the videos in general, or you enjoy a particular day or an aspect of a particular day, or you didn't like it, go ahead, like it, dislike it, but I encourage you to engage one way or the other. Leave a comment, I don't press for those things. Like, I don't press for likes and subscribes and all of that, because people, you do you, I do me when I watch YouTube videos, that's for sure. But the more you engage, the more that gives me feedback to know, like, are you guys enjoying when I, show you my spreadsheet and go over, my thoughts and goals, or is that just an annoying delay to you? Answering those kinds of questions, or if I get to a boring part of my day where I'm just trial and erroring stuff, would you have preferred that I edited that out, or that I sped up that portion of the video to, 5 times speed and just watch my hands blur and go, there was the answer. Or do you want to watch me, do it in real time, however long it takes? Those are the kinds of things. I'm not psychic. I don't know what you guys enjoy, don't enjoy, what you want to see, don't want to see. But the more you engage, liking, disliking, commenting, the more I will know about that. More, I can, tailor the experience to be more enjoyable for all of us, right? That's all I'm saying. That's my pitch. There's my total pitch. And if you are routinely watching my stuff and you haven't subscribed, subscribe just so that you get the notifications, when I produce new stuff, But you already know that. I mean, I don't need to tell you to subscribe if you want to see a channel's stuff over and over again. That subscribing's an easier way to do that. You already know that. I don't need to tell you that. But anyway, you do you. But I'm just filling time with words as I come out here. We made our wish for the day. I'm gonna select out room now. This was we don't have a blessing today, but yesterday we had the blessing of the what was it called? Maybe the monk or something. Anyway, we had a blessing that said if I end the day, call it a day in a room in the house, which I did, then we'd have the availability of that room from the grounds tomorrow, or meaning today. So that is why we are now seeing solarium as an option for today. It's not normally an outbuilding option, but I ended my day in the solarium. So I could take the root cellar, I could take the tool shed with 2 special items, but I'm going to take the solarium because the solarium itself is a bit rare, and it's it's a dead end room, and we don't necessarily like dead end rooms in the house itself. When sometimes we want them, but most of the times we don't. So I'm going to take this because it will unlock unusual and rare rooms for us, and unusual and rare rooms might have clues or clue answers. So, and puzzles and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. I also started with 2 keys because I had the clock tower on day 53 and another, room, day end effect room. So it started with me 2 keys, which is nice. Okay, so this has a dig spot. I do not have a shovel. I do have I had a moon pendant, and it was going randomly select 2 items that I got to start the day with. It gave me the sledgehammer, awesome, and a lockpick, awesome. Now, day 53, I started with the lockpick also because I had the moon pendant, and it did not let me use a lockpick like anywhere on day 53, which was really shitty of the game to be like, oh, you can start with the lockpick set, but no locks are pickable. Hopefully it won't do that to me today. Hopefully it will give me a few doors that can be picked. So the lockpick set isn't a complete waste of time, right? We know what the Black Bridge looks like. We know we need a microchip, so I'm not going to walk over there just to point out, hey, that's what I'm looking for, to open that door right over there. We all know. We've all seen it, right? I did have a fortune about this area and the missing item and everything, but I don't see nothing here. I'm trying to click on everything here. I can click on stuff all over the place. I can click oh, shit. That just happened. Okay, give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Because I have a sledgehammer. I broke shit in the entrance hall. Oops. I was trying to demonstrate that I could click on all the stuff in the entrance hall and it wouldn't do anything because it's not showing the hand symbol. Like, I came over here and I click, 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 and the sledgehammer didn't break any of this. Oh, crap. Oops. Clicking these chairs doesn't break them. This doesn't break open. Oh, fuck. I was just like, look, I can click on, that we see, but I can click on stuff and it has no effect. And then I come over here. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Excuse my language. Ask and ye shall receive. Oh, my word. I said, I need to find the 3rd microchip. I thought I needed to find a clue to the microchip. I'm stunned. Did that just happen? I randomly clicked on the vase, which I'm sure I've clicked on previously. I've clicked on everything in this room previously, but I have the sledgehammer now, and it looks like that was probably broken with the sledgehammer. So this is the first time I've clicked on everything while holding the sledgehammer. There has to have been a clue somewhere on this estate that I've missed or haven't encountered yet that would have said, hey, go to the entrance hall, or, a clue to the effect of the solving the clue, interpreting the clue would be, hey, look in the vases in the entrance hall. But I did not encounter said clue. I was going to look for a clue about a microchip today. I almost wish I could undo this. And the only reason why I say that, you guys are going to think I'm stupid and crazy. I wish I could undo this because I want to get to this legitimately. I like to find the clues, interpret the clues, solve the clue, follow the clue, and then do the thing knowing that it's going to yield me a reward. Like what was satisfying was I had that clue in the book, A New Clue. And then I went around to the rooms and I pieced together the sentence, and it was like, buried under West Bridge. And I literally knew I needed a shovel and go over to the West Bridge and look around for a spot to dig. And again, it didn't show me a hand near the West Bridge. I just had to click my mouse pointer all over until I got the exact right spot to dig in while holding a shovel. And we found a microchip that way. That found legitimate to me, right? That was legitimate. I found a clue that was scrambled. I solved that clue. It led to another clue. I pieced together that clue. I interpreted that clue. I determined what I needed to do based on that interpretation. I followed said steps, and it yielded a reward. This feels unearned, or this definitely is unearned. I just picked up an unearned microchip from a vase that I accidentally broke while trying to demonstrate that I don't know what the fortune about something over here is about because things aren't clickable. Is this also? Oh, okay. I did not notice that. When I went over here, it must have shown me the sledgehammer icon, but I was clicking so rapidly I didn't notice it. Because look what happens. Okay, so that's showing me that if I do click now, this will break open. I hate to do it other than now that I know that it can be broken open, I probably should just to rule out that there's nothing more to find. Okay, yeah, so that breaks open with the sledgehammer. Okay, and I just broke a vase for no good reason. But the other one yielded me a microchip. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am going to turn around and use said microchip now. I'm just like, you all deserved I deserved, you deserved, we all deserved a greater chase, a more thrilling chase for the third microchip than randomly stumbling into smashing a vase and just finding it in the entrance hall. Oh God, that is horrible. That is horrible. Anybody watching this, this is not how you were supposed to find the microchip. You weren't supposed to just randomly, while holding a sledgehammer, randomly click on shit to break in the entrance hall, and we weren't supposed to randomly find a microchip. We were supposed to work for it. We were supposed to earn it. And I didn't earn it. God, I wish I could take it back. I literally wish I had not done that, 3 minutes ago or however long ago. I literally wish I had not clicked that vase with that sledgehammer. Now, later in the day, if I'd gotten the clues and it said, hey, do that, then I would have been glad that I had the sledgehammer, and I would have gladly gone back to the entrance hall. It clicked all over the entrance hall with my sledgehammer because I had the clue, told me to do so. And then I would have earned it. I didn't earn this one. I'm going to put it in. Oh, shit, it's going to do shit. I mean, this is exciting, but I didn't earn this one. I did not earn this one, guys. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Court. It's doing numbers. Cloak. Castle. Court. Like binary numbers with words that start with C. Court, castle, cloak. Court, cloak, castle, court. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. Okay, this was not the trajectory for day 54. I mean, I said I wanted to get third microchip, but that was just among a list of other shit I was gonna work on today. I did not expect to, in the first minutes of day 54, do the third microchip and unlock that. Oh my God. This is insane. This is insane. and totally undeserved. Now, the binary and the court, cloak, castle, that might mean things. I'm going to come over here. Does this do anything different? What's our special admin key? Go over here in my notes. I normally know off the top of my head, but I'm just so flabbergasted right now. I'm so flabbergasted right now. Rib J, yeah. Rib J is the good one. Okay, nothing more to do there. I guess we're just going to go on here. Oh shit, guys. I mean, this is exciting. It'd be more exciting if it were deserved. I so wish I had done the work to deserve this. Okay, we are in one of those precipice areas, right inside the... Maybe? We're in like the side of the mountain? This is so cool. I mean, this is super cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it's not deserved. I did not deserve this at all. What I will do is I will still make it a goal of mine to find the clues that would have led us here. Okay? I will still put in the work that I should have, intended to and should have put in before getting here. I'm just going to have to do it on the back end now because I'm here accidentally, essentially. I'm here accidentally. But I will find the clues that would have led to what just happened. I will find the clues that would have led me to either the vases or to using a sledgehammer in the entrance hall or to, tearing apart the entrance hall or whatever it is I would have needed to know in order to have done what I did. Okay. Yeah, I will. But right now, oh shit. Look, okay. See, you know what this is? You know what this is, guys? I'll tell you exactly what this is. I'll tell you exactly why this happened. This was not me being, blessed with a stroke of luck. Me having a sledgehammer from the moon pendant, right? And then just clicking around the entrance hall and accidentally smashing a vase and revealing the third microchip that gets us to here. This was not a happy, lucky accident. This was a concerted effort by the game or by God or whoever to prove me a liar. And the reason why I say to prove me a liar is because look what it's giving me. Secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add throne room to your drafting pool? Well, obviously, yes. But what's the throne room going to have? It's going to have a king on a throne, king on his throne. It's going to have a freaking sanctum key. And I said I couldn't do any more sanctum keys. I have to unlock new areas, follow clues, have to do other stuff. We won't see another sanctum key for quite a while. And the game goes, oh, I'll just prove you a liar and immediately give you the opportunity to have the throne room, and we have the solarium today. Here's what's hilarious. We have the solarium, So we're likely to draw unusual and rare rooms, right? And throne room is most likely a rare, unusual room. So it's, even though it's added to our permanent drafting pool, we probably wouldn't see it for a while normally, but because we have the solarium today, it's going to come up today. I guarantee you, we're going to get in the house at some point, unless the game wants to prove me a liar yet again. It's going to be like, oh yeah, you want the throne room now with the sanctum key in it? And I'm going to have to, and I'm going to be like, well, yeah, but shit, man. This would all be so super awesome. I mean, this is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But this would be so super awesome if it was deserved. But look at that view. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, we got the little village over there. I mean, I could look at my map. I forget. I forget what the village is. I mean, I normally know the name of the village, but my mind is so. I'm still so flabbergasted at the moment. I'm just like doing this in a daze. Oh, fuck me. Excuse me, Mike. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, well, we didn't get any more. Well, I say we didn't get any more clue information. I mean, it is giving us throne room. Throne room will probably have clue information in it, but there's no immediately more like puzzles to solve on the other side of here. Okay. Still don't know what to do with this. Now, we saw that, now this said 6. We saw a note in the locker room where it was like 6 and then, or no, 6 here and then like O and then R. But then we just saw in that cutscene sequence like binary numbers leading to words like court and castle and cloak. So is this supposed to be interpreted as binary after all, right? You generally don't have spaces in binary other than to separate like characters or something. I mean, you don't have, computers don't have spaces between their binary digits because their digits exist, they don't exist in space where you would have spaces or not have spaces, right? But when you're writing out binary, you would only write out binary with spaces in between sequences to delineate the end of one binary sequence that makes maybe one character and the start of a next binary sequence that makes maybe a different character or whatever, right? Or number or whatever. That doesn't seem to be the case here. So I still don't know what to do about that. But I guess we're going to go. Oh, the other thing that the game made me a liar about is that I'm not going to go to Blackbridge, before exploring the house, because we all know what it looks like, and there's no reason for us to go there. And the game goes, I'm going to make a liar out of you. You're going to Blackbridge. I'm like, okay. Jeez, Pete. Oh fuck. Excuse my language. Jeez. That I was literally just trying to demonstrate that I've clicked on all of the stuff in here. I mean, okay, I guess now that I've got the sledgehammer and things break, I guess I have to do due diligence and click on everything yet again. I mean, I've clicked on all of this stuff. See, this is what I was trying to demonstrate. It's like, I've, clicked my mouse over everything in here. Nothing's interactable, blah, blah, blah. And I smash a vase immediately with a sledgehammer, revealing a microchip. Oh, jeez, Pete. Okay, this is interesting. So this would be a dead end. This would be a dead end. Normally, they give me like a den or a hallway, which gives me a gem or a key respectively, but then leads here and here. That's not the case right now. So I'm going to take the bedroom just so I don't dead end, because I don't want to dead end right now. So I'm going to take the bedroom, which will at least give me a doorway this direction. But I've already got a doorway going this direction, so that's not super exciting. But I have 2 keys, so I'm not desperate for a key. I do need more gems and things. I don't know that I'm going to be going to the antechamber today, so I don't know that if I get a sanctum key, I'm going to be going down, opening another sanctum room. But I might not be going to the antechamber. Uh, on on second thought, I'm going to do this for the 10 extra steps. Yeah, yes, it's dead ending me. Oh, look, it's giving me a gem. The allowance quest, my allowance is at 49 now. I put a coin in the fountain, you know, but my allowance is at 49 now. So I'm not like, I don't need to increase my allowance, but there's never any good reason to not increase your allowance if you're able to, right? But it's not like that's not going to be my push for the day. But the 10 extra steps early on means I don't, that's just a further period of time that I don't have to worry about my steps. But see, it's trying to dead end me immediately. See how this is like dead end, dead end. So we're going to do, I would like the walk-in closet with 4 items, but I need doorways. So we're going to do the reading nook. And maybe I shouldn't have done the quest bedroom because I should have maybe taken the other doorway, but I need doorways. This leads down. This leads down. I can get to here from here. So I don't need this. I don't need this. I'll take the 2 items. It's dead ending me like pretty immediately today. Would still have been an accomplishment. We would have still, even if I get dead end immediately today, we still accomplished a lot today, very accidentally, right? So, okay, we got a reroll die. What was the other thing I picked up? Key or something? I didn't even pay attention. Oh, yes. Okay, do I want, give me a doorway over here, thank you. Do I want a key or do I want a gem? I'm going to take a gem at the moment. Because we have this land, we're going to do rare and unusual rooms, and those require gems. 3 keys is enough to get, and I've got a lockpick kit. That's enough to get started on doorways, locked doors, before I will need some replacement keys, right? Let's go up. I'm more interested in the observatory benefits, particularly if it will give me like the Southern Cross, like rooms that will lead up would be good. Not going to dead end myself. This also leads up and gives me 4 coins, but this will probably, you know, give me better benefits and maybe more gems and stuff like that. Okay, we're not going to click. We're not going to click on Draxus the Dead this time. Gem. We're going to click down here. We're going to click over here. This is not this is the Southern Cross. Key. The twins. Okay, so pair of chests that we can go back to the entrance hall and bust open with our sledgehammer. Another key, some 5 gems. Apples are more delicious, and the Southern Cross, which is what I really wanted. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Thank you. We are not going to click on Draxus the Dead, or accidentally this time. We learned our lesson from day whatever it was, 51 or something. I think it was day 51 that I accidentally clicked on it, and basically it tanked my day immediately. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to do the secret passage. I have some gems at the moment, but I want to look at I forgot we had a classroom via the studio, so that's nice. But no, we had a dormitory. Classroom we've gotten from doing the schoolhouse. I want to see what color throne room is. Master bedroom is purple, but the problem with I can't choose purple because it's purple is very likely to like dead end me. There's only a couple purple rooms that have second doors, like this one, and then there's a spare bedroom which goes straight through, but I really can't afford to like dead end at this point. So. We've been in room 46 and it still doesn't want to give me a picture for it. Where's throne room? We added throne room, didn't we? We added throne room. There's this spare bedroom I was talking about. With Secret Passage, we don't get to choose blue. I'm trying to find the throne room. We added it to our draft pool. So maybe until I visit it the first time, it won't show up here in our directory. Is I guess the case. Although Dormitory Studio Edition, we have yet to visit the first time and it shows up right here, but whatever. There's apparently another gold room that we're unfamiliar with. There's only one dead-end gold room, the locksmith. The rest all, well, no, I'm sorry, two, locksmith and laundry room. The rest all have doorways. So if I choose gold, I might get the commissary and be able to buy some stuff. But even if it ends up being like the gift shop or the showroom, I can pass on, or kitchen, I can pass on through. So found floor plans. I found the throne room. It's not an outer. Trading post is also gold, but it's an outer. So it's not showing me where the it's not showing me where the what color the throne room is. And when I added the floor plan, like before I clicked on it, it probably showed me, and I didn't take a screenshot, and I was too flabbergasted in the moment to notice. I literally didn't notice what color that room was on the floor plan before adding it. My bad. I wish I knew so that I could. But anyway, so we're not doing purple, we're not doing red. I don't have a shovel and I don't have Florealis today, so we're not going to do green. So I'm either going to do gold or orange, like hallway or shop. From here, a hallway could lead to here and here, but if it is a hallway with a door here, that would be wasted. If it's a shop, it's either going to probably go straight up, if it's the showroom. If it's the kitchen or the commissary, it should come over here. But either way, it's only one door. If I do corridor, It could still be only one door because it could just be the one that goes up straight here. I think I'm going to do shop. Okay, so like I said, showroom would go 2 gems. It would go straight up, but I could buy some useful stuff, including a moon pendant again. But there's some other items that could be useful, potentially. Mount Holly gift shop, I don't really have anything new that I need to buy there. I already bought the really expensive plushie, and blue tents I can't buy until I have 8 trophies, right? So there's nothing more I can buy in the Mount Holly gift shop. So all the Mount Holly gift shop would do is give me 2 doorways, a doorway here and here, and it doesn't cost any gems. Kitchen gives me a doorway over here, and I do kind of want to get over here, but it's fine if I go up and then go over here to the foundation. So I'm less concerned with my steps right now. I do want a showroom so that I have a reason, just because I'm likely to get more money and I want good stuff to spend said money on, right? So let's do a showroom, because if I don't, then I'll whine later about not finding a showroom. Do I need to buy anything immediately? Well, a chronograph lets me, while drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. So if I use a reroll die and I don't like the new set of choices, but it also means that on day 55, I'd be more likely to draw, clock symbol rooms while drafting. Silver spoon doubles the steps of everything I eat, which can be very powerful, but steps are not my thing at the moment. It's not giving me the option of a moon pendant. Emerald bracelet would be really powerful. If I could afford the emerald bracelet, I could stop chasing gems for the day. And only worry about keys. Get the emerald bracelet and get the master key and be golden. But yeah, it's not giving me the option of the moon pendant, which is sad, because that's what I really kind of wanted. I wanted that moon pendant. So I'm not going to buy anything here at the moment. I might be better off spending my money at the commissary for like a shovel or magnifying glass. Magnifying glass is the thing I really want, or is a thing I really want. I don't want a dead end. I don't want a dead end. I don't want to spend my reroll, so I'm going to do pantry. Apples are extra delicious, but I don't have salt, so it's just 5, not 6. And that's fine. Okay, I'm going to do the Great Hall. The Rotunda would let me go, all these directions, blah, 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 without keys, but it would cost 3 gems. Great Hall, I have a quest bedroom. Great Hall theoretically will give me the opportunity to get an access lever to open this antechamber doorway, and I can spend a key to get to the foundation, and I could spend other keys to go other places, but hopefully from the foundation I can go here and here for free. And there might be some doors in the Great Hall that I can even unlock with the lockpick set. So I'm just going to do the Great Hall because I don't want to spend the gems. And I'm definitely not going to do the weight room at this point in time and lose half my steps. If the doors won't open with the lockpick kit, then I'm not going to bother with them. But this one did. And this one goes here. All right. Passageway gives me here, here, and here. That can be very good. Yeah. I'll spend 2 gems on the passageway. I just need to get those. I just need to get more gems. But I need more doorways. So we'll do that. I'm not going to walk in it at the moment, because I'm not done here. Okay. Okay, so this requires a key. I have 3 doors that require keys, and I have 4 keys. There might be gems behind one of those doors. There could be additional keys. There could be there's an access lever behind one of them for sure. But I will wait. I'll come back. So right now, okay, that's a security door. I don't like that. I'm not happy about that. But at least now I have a way to get down to the basement without having to go outside, you know. I can get to here from the Great Hall by spending a key. So I can do the laboratory, start a lab experiment, and get over here, because I do want to get over here. So let's do that. But I will start needing to find more gems. Or get more money and go buy that. If I can get more money, I'll go buy that emerald bracelet and not need gems anymore, right? It's exactly what I would do. What we'll do if I get more money. Because I have unusual and rare rooms today because of the solarium, I'm going to run into gem costs if I don't get around it. We're going to set up experiment. And before I leave, I also need to log in. I'll need a remote terminal into the security and lower the security rank or level to low before we get more security doors. We already got one blocking us. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, the problem is setting my steps to 40 is not good at the moment. Permanently adding 1 gold to my allowance is always good. Gaining +1 star is, I've lost track of the math of, I'm kind of happy with the benefits I get from the observatory at the moment, so adding +1 star, it might max out at 50. Not sure that that's worth it. Drawing room floor plan. If I draw a drawing room floor plan, that would happen at most once. So if I was going to pick that one, I could just pick it immediately instead. Drafting a hallway from another hallway. How likely am I to do that today? I've already done it. But am I likely to do it again? I could probably make it happen. So I'm going to say that this will happen at least once. And then let's go ahead and permanently add 1 gold to our allowance. Sure. I'm not excited with this experiment, to be honest. So even if I don't set it off, it's fine. Because like I said, I'm happy with my, you can always use more money, but I'm happy with my allowance at the moment. I'm not, desperate for more allowance. We're gonna go over to security and okay, so there's a gem and 8 coins. Oh, I forgot about the 2 trunks. I need to go back and smash those because those might have keys and gems. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Thank you, security, for reminding me about the 2 trunks. I definitely need to go smash those. But the gem and 8 coins are probably in the somewhere in the Great Hall. So if I can get keys out of the trunks Then I'll open those other 3 doors in the Great Hall to find the 8 coins, because with those 8 coins, I could then go buy that emerald bracelet. So that's good information to know. Glad I checked. I've completely forgot about the trunks and added to the entrance hall by the observatory. I should have doubled back immediately at that time, and I didn't. So I don't have to waste more steps doing it now. Key card system settings. Set security level low. Confirm. Change offline mode. Unlocked. Confirm. And yep, that is correct. And we will exit now. Okay. So before I proceed on over here, I'm going to go all the way back around to here. Because this might require 3 gems for a really good room, and I only have 2 gems at the moment. Some really good rooms require 3 or 4 or 5 gems. So, okay, secret garden key. Actually, not what I was looking for today, but, you know, it is what it is. I would have preferred actually a regular key versus the secret garden key, I'll be honest. But 3 gems, that's awesome. Okay, excuse me, jeez. I don't know what I breathed in some minutes ago, but it is not clearing out. So now, even though I only have 4 keys, I am going to... I only have 4 keys. And the security did not say that there was another key, did it? It said there was a gem and 8 coins. Let's see if these doors off the passageway are locked or not. I know this is a key card. We can't get through this. I don't know about this door yet. Let's explore these doorways. I know I'm going to have a steps issue later in the day. I did get the 10 from the quest, but I backtracked, so backtracking has wasted some of my steps, I realize. And I'm going to have to backtrack again if I want to buy from the showroom, but hopefully it won't be as far a backtrack. So let's go here and see what these doorways are like. Okay, no more security doors. That's good. Does this require a key? It does not. Okay. Dormitory. Each time we enter dormitory after drafting we did draft a reading nook. So will it give us 10 steps? Let's experiment. But we haven't done the dormitory yet, so let's do the dormitory. It's a new room. Yes. So now I can just come to dormitory and get 10 steps, because each time you enter dormitory after drafting a compass room, and here's my compass room. So is it going to give me 10 steps every time I walk in, or just once per? It might be once per. Who knows? Running shoes. Okay, I'm getting dormitory has small spinning globe. There's large spinning globe and small spinning globe, and I don't know what they do, if anything, or if they're just art. It seems like almost nothing in this game is only art. It's like it all means something. Costa Rica University, orange. Yes, we knew that. We got the... Oh, this is a black pawn room. I need to note that. Definitely need to note that. Dormitory. Has a chessboard. I will be looking at this here in a second. I'm just like looking for other things first. Oh, this is volume 2. I thought it was volume 1 that was in the dormitory, but I guess it's volume 2. Alrighty. Bear with me as I screenshot and read. Now I'm also looking for like, do I need to come back to this with a magnifying glass is what I'm also like need to keep an eye out for. Is there some area that needs a magnifying glass that I don't have at the moment? My type of room, the categorization of floor plan and subtypes. As architects, we know that designing and building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level: room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house, like the clock symbol or the compass symbol or puzzle room symbol and all, gear symbol and all that. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it's a designated workspace, a utility control room, or a conundrum. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. Jeez, I really don't know what I breathed in. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Costa Rica. Okay, so that would have told me that Costa Rica is academics for their moats, but I already went there and did that on day 53, trial and error. But this would have clued me in that Costa Rica is an academia-based society. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know, I'm looking at that picture, see if I need a magnifying glass. The classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary, used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. Oh, okay. So we need to add classroom to our draft pool so that we can get a 9th classroom. That is good information to know. That's how we're going to do the... I thought we just had to get the 8th classroom and there would be a final exam and we'd get the trophy, but we have to basically do 9 classrooms that will then open up the Mount Holly Elementary classroom, annex classroom, where we could take the exam. So it's more involved to get that trophy than I thought. Okay, good to know. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducks, 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 and it's showing a duck, and it's showing ducks, which are like, it's a pun. It's an, yeah. 3-way rooms, split ducts 3 ways. Boiler room goes off. Okay. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. I've experienced that. So when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duct. Ah, ha, ha, funny. It might be a duct, but they're saying there might be a duct. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? I didn't actually know that increased the likelihood, but good to know now. Oh, sorry, I'm not done. Okay. No time like the future. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know that there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering a furnace or sauna after drafting freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. If you still want to wish your accounts to carry over the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. Warning. Furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. So I have experienced that. Okay, but it's kind of spelling out that. So I wish I'd found this book earlier. We have done all the puzzle rooms, I think. But we're going to take all of these pages. Obviously. Screenshot, I mean, and read. Perplexing plans. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Spreading your wings. Oh, that's the spreading rooms. Got it. The final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. So that's what I was wondering. So if I do a spread room too early, what it won't do is put 5 keys into 2 rooms. It'll only put 2 keys. So I want a spread room later in the day so that there's more items spread. But if I can get a conference room, all those the amount of spread items will be determined by the number of rooms, but all the items that are spread would go to the conference room instead of going like 1 in each room kind of thing. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. Makes sense? Word from the editor. Screenshot. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent on our very first issue of Drafting a Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there a young architect is reading our magazine, getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day in turn inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Louisa T. Rayland. So that might be a name I need to know. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves, and our purpose, why it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I think I've done everything I can do in the dormitory. Let's move on to... is this key locked? Or is this door locked? Yes. Secret guarding key won't do it. So this requires a key. Good to know. What about over here? Does this require a key? It does not. If I do the dark room, it will connect here, which will get me past the security door, and it will lead up here, and I don't know if that will be a secure door or a locked door. I don't want to do weight room. I'm not going to do weight room, lose half my steps. I'm considering the rotunda. It's 3 gems. But would get me here and here. Whereas the dark room only gets me here. But I still need gems maybe at the moment. So I'm going to do dark room. I realize it means I won't be able to see that. So I need to trigger the dark room, but I'm not going to Okay, this is a door, so it's either locked or not, but I'm not going to test it at the moment. But it does get me past this door here, so I can come straight back to the foundation over to here. I have 4 keys, and I need to be wise about how I spend them. So I want to go to the laboratory and see if that door is locked or not. This door. Or if it's locked, if it's pickable. It's not locked. Good. So we know the conference room does archives. I don't like not being able to see my floor plans. It does give me doorways in all these directions. Conference room lets me go down, lets me go over. I'm going to say the conference room is good enough for the moment. And now that I have a conference room, if I do get spread rooms, stuff will get spread here. And these are not security doors, which is good. So let's do this one first. Cloister would be good if I had Florealis. If I had Florealis and it gave me 2 gems back. But as it is, the only advantage to the cloister at the moment is the doorway over here. But I've got this doorway here. And see, this cloister cost me 3 gems. And without a shovel, it doesn't give me anything other than a doorway. I'm not doing the weight room. I don't want to spend my redraw. Boudoir gives me a gem and dead ends me here. But it does give me a gem. It does mean I'm kind of relying upon this doorway, but for this side of the house. But I'm going to do that. Because 3 gems for a doorway is expensive. Until I can get some more coins, which I should probably go to the Great Hall and just spend my keys and get those coins. Right? I just also might need those keys elsewhere. I don't want to run out of keys. Trophy room gets me 3 more gems than I already have and leads me down here. Bedroom, it's not really being considered. Commissary leads me down. Costs me a gem, but I can buy a bunch of stuff, and maybe I can buy some shovels. Like maybe I can buy a shovel. I don't need more than one. But maybe I can buy keys or magnifying glass. Since I might end up, well, if I spend money at the commissary, then I won't be able to afford the emerald bracelet in the showroom. I still think it's trophy room's more rare. Like, will I get the option of the commissary again if I don't take it now? But I'm going to go ahead and take it now. I have reasons. Okay. Shovel. We definitely, and I'll take sleeping mask because that'll help with my steps. And I'll take metal detector, which will help with the coins. So yes, I am down to 28 coins. But, see, I can come over here, get 5 steps. I could get 5 steps from here, but it would just too much backtracking to be worth it. But I could come in here and get 5 more steps, right? And I need to probably come over here anyway, so I need to remember to do that. But right now, let's go down here and see where this leads us. I was hoping it would sell me a key. Pool has 2 trunks, and I've got a sledgehammer. So even though it costs a gem, I'm going to do the pool. West Wing Hall would also take me down here, but doesn't give me any particular benefit. I don't want to freeze anything at the moment. So, I mean, I do want, if I had a burning glass, I would take the freezer just to test my theory about thawing out that key and letter. But, ooh, silver key. We love to see it. And the gem. We love to see it. Already worth it. But without a burning glass, freezer would hamper us because it would freeze our gems and our coins, which would basically halt our progress for the day. A bunch of keys. This was totally worth it. This was totally worth it. This would give me more keys. This would give me 1 key, 1 gem, and 10 coin. 10 coins attractive. 1 key for each bedroom. So it would cost a gem. I only have 5 gems. It would cost a gem. And it would give me 1, 2, 3, 4 keys. I'm not likely to need that many keys. So I think I'm just going to do the storeroom rather than the servants' quarter at the moment. Because now I think I have a decent amount of keys. And I don't want to spend, but I might be hurting for gems here soon again. Hopefully I'll pick up more coins with this metal detector, like on the way back and stuff. More coins and keys. Yeah, the pool was totally worth it. So now let's go here. Let's duck into the boudoir. There's no coins here from the metal detector. Okay. But didn't stepping here give me 5 room or 5 feet? I didn't pay attention. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Does the boudoir count as a bedroom? Maybe it doesn't. Okay. But I thought all purple ones did. But regardless, we're going to go... I'm going to go spin the keys in the Great Hall now, because it will give me 8 gems, the access lever to the antechamber in case I care later, you know. And I think there was a gem somewhere, right? And coins. It gives me coins. I'm going to use a regular key. Coins. Key. Coins and gem. So the access lever must be behind this door. Oh no, I missed the access lever. The access lever is somewhere that I went and just completely missed it. Oh, right there. Okay, so I did do the quest bedroom. So if I have the opportunity to get up to the antechamber, I will. You know, just because why not? But it's not my highest priority today. I'd like to see that throne room. I really thought I was going to see the throne room today. Might still see the throne room, right? I mean, still have the opportunity to potentially see the throne room today. Let's do this. This is a dead-end space, so let's not put the boiler room there. We can do a bedroom, and we have the sleeping mask, so we should get extra steps from that. Why is the sleeping mask? Oh, there was the sleeping mask. Okay, I was like, why isn't the sleeping mask going off? But it did. Nothing else here. Sometimes there's an extra gem or a key or car keys or lucky rabbit's foot or something, but not today. All right, that's fine. So now we can go up here and use a key up here because I have 5 keys and 7 gems. I have 46 coins, which is not enough to buy what I want in the showroom. I need 60 for that emerald bracelet, or 80 for a master key, but an emerald bracelet's probably more useful at the moment, or for today, because I'm doing rare and unusual rooms today. So we just need to find more coins somewhere. Nothing like spread coins throughout the house. It's just we now have a metal detector, so that's what's possibly going to give us. So I'm going to duck in here for an extra 5 feet. Or, oh, it gave me 10 and 5. So it's like every time I step in here, I'm going to test this. No. Okay, it's just I had another... Oh, I should have... Look, metal detector didn't go off, so there wasn't coins. So I must have done another architecture symbol room somewhere. There was this one. I don't know. Not sure why it gave me 10 again. I still only have 1 compass symbol room, right? I didn't do a second compass symbol room, I don't think. Maybe if I give it some more time and come back, it will... Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting, you gain 10 feet. So maybe it didn't count that as a second entering or something. No. Oh, the pool. I missed it. The pool is a compass room. So it gives 10 feet for... So I draft this, go in, gives me 10 feet. I then draft this, go in, give me 10 feet. If I draft another room with this compass symbol and come back to the dormitory, it'll give me another 10 feet. Plus, well, I got the 5 feet for the sleeping mask. Sleeping mask won't give me any more feet for the dormitory. But I'm good on steps at the moment. So this is good. I'm not having to worry about food. I'm getting my steps other ways. Use a key. The problem with the vault is this. It gives me the 40 coins, but it takes 3 gems. So then I go down to the showroom and I buy the emerald bracelet. That's fine. But then I have this one doorway and I won't see what it is. And it could be a dead end room. I won't be able to see what it is. Do I take the gamble? Or do I use my redraw? No, I don't need to use a redraw. I could just do gymnasium. Losing 2 steps. I'm going to do the gymnasium rather than the archives. But if this was the weight room, I'd be screwed. But I'm going to do the gymnasium. Yes, take my 2 steps. That's fine for the moment. We're going to come over here and trigger this room because I can't see it. I can't see this room from this direction. Parlor would give me 2 gems and lead up here. That's good. I don't think I need the kitchen, so I'm going to do the parlor. I'm not going to step in it yet. I want to see what this room is. I will use a key. Office leads over to here. Weight room, half my steps. Archives, ooh. This would put a bunch of coins, but they'd be in the conference room. Biggest problem is doorways. I have a doorway to this room here. This would give me another doorway to this room here. But I don't have any other doorways. So do I redraw in hopes of finding another doorway? I think I have to. I think right here I have to redraw in hopes of finding another doorway. Unless I want to do the archives, in which case I'll only be able to see 2 of my floor plans going forward. But it gives me a bunch of doorways. Okay. I'm going to do the archives. I'm not going to step into the archives at the moment. And I realize now I won't. Now I'm only going to see 2 of my 3 options. But at least I have a bunch of doorways. Oh, we don't get to gems for free. I keep treating this room like it just gives me 2 gems for free. It doesn't. We have to solve the puzzle. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That's true or false. The blue box is false. That's true or false. The white box is false. That's true or false. So let's start here. If this is true, which means that this is false, which would make this true, which would make the gems in the white box. If this is false, then this is true, which would make this false. Then the gems are in a box with a true statement. So regarding either way, the gems are in the white box. We didn't have to know which set were. These 2 were either false and this one true, or these 2 were true and this one false. We didn't have to know which is which in order to know that gems are in this box by process of elimination. Cloister, 3 gems, it gives doorways. Dovecote, we can rotate. Oh, I can rotate these. I don't think I need to. So the dovecote's not doing anything for me at the moment. This would give me a doorway over here. So for 3 gems, I get an extra doorway. For 3 gems, I get a doorway going here. I think I will save myself the 3 gems. I still don't have a shovel, so the cloister, well, the cloister also would let me get into the archives from this direction, rather than, it saved me steps, rather than going this way and going through the gymnasium. So, if I can avoid the gymnasium, that saves me steps. But I can't avoid it entirely because I have to go through the gymnasium to get back over here. I have 9 gems. All right, fine, I'll do the cloister. Now I have 6 gems. I just need to find more gems or get the money to buy that emerald bracelet. I'll go ahead and open this because I'm here and there's no reason not to. Now that I know how to get in. It was so frustrating when I could see stuff there and didn't know how to get in. Alright, leads to the archives. Neither of these are security doors, which is good. So we're going to go over here first. I really want to do this side of the house, and now I've just got this doorway. I can't see this. I don't want to do this, so we're going to do this. Come over here. Dead end. Not, or I don't know if this is going to be a dead end or not. I don't have car keys, so this is only 3 keys to me, and it doesn't get me down here. It would mean, if I do either of these, it would mean I'm never doing these rooms today, which really limits the number of rooms I have left for today. This could potentially also not lead to here. I don't have a way to know. I could burn a redraw. Is it worth burning a redraw? I'm just going to gamble on this room. I gambled poorly. Reduced items. And it's a doorway up. So yeah, I'm not getting here. I should have done the redraw. Should have done the redraw. Do I need... I'm going to save my key. I don't know if I can get more keys. I'm going to save my key for the time being. I have plenty of steps at the moment. Come over here. See where this goes. Oh, I could do Secret Garden. I could use the Secret Garden key. Here's what I could do. I forgot I had the Secret Garden key. 2 gems and leads this way. 2 gems and we don't know what it does. So I will do this. Pick up this money. I have enough for an emerald bracelet. Do I really want to gamble at all? I don't think so. I have enough for an emerald bracelet. I have 4 gems. I have steps. Let's go buy the emerald bracelet. I have enough steps. So we're going to do cloister to archives to gymnasium down to hallway to great hall to penetrate. Okay. Because then I can stop. Well, I can go through parlor to gymnasium. It's the same difference. Because then I can stop worrying about gems and only have to worry about keys. I have 1 reroll die, so the whole chronograph where you could take it back take back your reroll is not, that's like one-time use at the moment. That's not super helpful. No, I don't want to go there. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go pantry. Where is the pantry? Oh, pantry's right there. So I want the emerald bracelet so that I can stop worrying about my gems and only have to worry about keys. Oh, okay. There we go. That's probably all I'm going to buy from the showroom today, so I shouldn't have to backtrack further. While I'm in the Great Hall, I'm going to step in the bedroom and see, because I might not have done that with the mask. I got the mask over here. Have I stepped into the bedroom? Well, even if it doesn't give me, it won't cost me any extra steps to step into the bedroom. So whether I've done it already or not, the bedroom itself gives me my steps back. So it doesn't cost me anything to, while I'm here, just go ahead and step in the. I need to find the door for it. Step in the bedroom. Apparently, I've already used the mask on this room, and that's fine. It didn't cost me anything to double check that. Okay. So, we're going to go passageway straight through the gymnasium, getting back to the archives. And hopefully, stepwise, hopefully we won't have to go through the gymnasium again unless we're going to the foundation to use a sanctum key, right? I need to make sure if I get a sanctum key that I have enough steps to go use said sanctum key. But I've got 37 at the moment, and I have ways to get more. I say I have ways, but, probabilities are I can get more. Eat some food. If I get a dining room, or if I get a kitchen, or if I get, not kitchen because I don't have money, but if I, come across fruit, or if I just do another compass room and then go back to the dormitory and get 10 steps that way, or if I do a bedroom and use sleeping mask, right? There are ways, is the point. So now I'm going to go through to the maid's chamber because I have the secret garden key, and that's going to at least potentially be a doorway here and here. The secret garden, right? And it gives me another way to get into the antechamber. I've unlocked this door. Secret garden will let me unlock that door. That's 2 ways to get in the antechamber. Given that I'm not going to be drafting these rooms, might as well try to get to the antechamber today. Especially if I don't end up seeing the throne. Right? I haven't seen the throne yet. I really expected to. Because it was added to my draft pool, and I have the solarium, which is unusual in rare rooms. I assume the throne room is an unusual rare room. Special key, secret. Oh, I forgot I had the silver key. Silver key's going to come in clutch. But right now, we'll just use the secret garden key because we're on the edge. You see, that gives me a doorway here and here. I remembered that would do it. That's what that would do. We're going to look for anything like if it's going to give me any fruit or has dig spots. I do not have a shovel. I'm going to pull this. We have no reason not to. So we have 2 ways to get into the antechamber. So odds are pretty decent that we might make it to the antechamber today. I mean, we are dealing with the whole archives effect where we only get to see 2 out of the 3, blueprints. So that sucks. But, I can get to here from here or here. I would rather not have to go back to the casino. That's a waste of steps, so might as well just go ahead and do this one now. Oh, let me use the lockpick. Okay. I don't have to spend gems anymore, so the rotunda is great. Yep, no gem costs anymore. I have the emerald bracelet. It is presently leading this direction, which is fine. In fact, from the rotunda, I could go to casino to get over here, and that's maybe fewer steps than going this way. So I want to use my silver key here. Might as well. Because if it gives me a room with many doorways, one of those doorways might be over here, right? To the antechamber, right? So seems like as good a place as any to use the silver key. Dining room, perfect. That is perfect. We're gonna get steps. We're gonna get to the antechamber. That is perfect. Perfect. Perfect room. I will not eat that yet because who knows, I might get a trophy room. But we're gonna eat this one for sure. That should give me 10 steps right now. Now I have this meal that I can come back for if I, regardless of whether I find a trophy room or not, it's worth extra steps, but okay, so the lunchbox was the thing setting off the metal detector. Might as well do this room from this doorway rather than come all the way back around to here, because it's a dead-end room regardless. I'm going to use a key here. The reason being is that, yeah, I'll be down to 2 keys, but I'm already getting to the antechamber, so do I save my keys and try to get further out here? I will actually, it won't let me use the lockpick. I have plenty of steps and a way to get more steps, so I won't use my key here in case I do need my 2 keys over here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I won't spend a key on this one little room because maybe I haven't tried this doorway. This doorway might not even be locked, right? So we can try that, but while we're here, let's go ahead and do the antechamber thing. I have not opened room 46. That's fine. We increase our allowance. We get another basement key that we probably won't need. Unless there's a 3rd basement door that we encounter today. But we could come back if we open up room 46, but I don't think I need anything in room 46. But now from here, we're going to go over here, and we're just going to see if this is locked from this direction. It is, so I'm not going to use the key. I'm going to just go, so I could go 1, 2, 3, or I could go 1, 2, 3. So I'll just leave the rotunda the way it is and go. And go this way. Three keys. I have 3 keys. Oh, spread fruit throughout the house. So all that fruit's going to be in the conference room, but I don't think I need the steps at the moment. So, but I need to remember that there's fruit in the conference room. That is a thing I should remember about today. And I could go eat the dining room at some point. Ah! Why did I go here? I should have just gone from cloister to archives. I wasted steps. I wasted steps. Don't ever waste steps. Don't be me. Don't waste steps. All right, let's do this doorway. Security gives me doorways here and here. The chapel does as well, but it takes a coin from me, so we're just going to do security. Plus, we can see items. I don't know what this room is. Well, coin in the corner. Okay. Let's take a look at the house inventory. 7 fruit. So there's basically 7 fruit in the conference room. That's what it's telling me. Which would be a bunch of steps if I need them. So let's go down here. I'm not going to use a key on this room yet. I might end up doing so, but I'm not going to yet. But I will use... Let's go see if this requires a key. I'm being stingy with my keys because I don't know if I'm going to get any more. Okay, that does... Okay, so all my doorways... Key. They all require keys. I have 3 keys. So I'm not doing all those doorways. But I don't need to do both of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors I need to get through in 3 keys. This is why I'm being stingy. So I'm going to use a key here. Might as well just, I'm here. I might as well just use a key here. I don't think there's any advantage to being over here, Unless the elbow's this way. But if it elbows, so yeah, because it could elbow this way, it could elbow this way. If it's from here and it elbows this, if it elbows this way, that's a dead end. If it's here, if it elbows this way, it's a dead end. So it's about the same risk either way of elbowing. I'm going to use a key. Pump room. I do not have a boiler room. So this would just give me a doorway over here. I'm going to see what the mysterious floor plan is. It is a laundry room. I'm not even going to step in the laundry room. Oh, yes, I will. You know why? No, I can't afford it. Shit. If I get more coins, I'll go and exchange my gems and my keys, but I can't afford it. I don't have enough coins to do so at the moment. I don't want to, I want to go security. Where's security? Well, let's do a key here. Okay, this spreads keys, but those keys are just going to go to the conference room, and I can get enough steps that I can do that. So yeah, let's do the locker room. We've stepped in here. What is it metal detecting? Oh, it's metal detecting a key. Okay, cool. Um, so what I can do is I've got 2 keys, so I can do key here and key here. Because I can get more keys. It's spread keys and fruit. So if I go to the conference room and get a bunch of steps, I get a bunch of keys. I should have enough steps to get there to the conference room. So let's do this. I'm gonna basement key is not going to work. We're going to do this key. Vault gives me a bunch of coins, dead ends me. Attic gets me 8 items, dead ends me. Here's the thing. If I dead end here, then my last 3 rooms are this room. No, my last 2 rooms are this room and this room. Right? This room, this room. If I do this, it may have a doorway over here, which gives me another room. It may not. I don't know. 40 coins doesn't really do anything for me today. Like, you know, I don't really need to use the laundry room now that I can just get a bunch of free keys if necessary to unlock all the stuff in the locker room. I don't know what items the attic's going to give me, but I also don't know what items I could possibly need. I don't need gems. I don't need keys. It might give me coins. I don't need coins. I can't think of an item that the attic could give me that I would need. So I'm actually going to redraw here. Because this is a dead end regardless. This is a dead end regardless. But I'm going to redraw. I'm going to use my redraw here to get a choice of a room. Hopefully get a choice of a room that's not a dead end here. And dead end, dead end. I'll do this one. Kitchen. It leads over here. My last key. That's okay because I can get more keys. Okay, this does nothing for me. Well, it connects me to the antechamber, but I've already been to the antechamber. So all it does is let me get over to the dining room, get over here quicker and easier. But I'm out of keys at the moment, so I'm going to have to backtrack anyway. Pump room literally does nothing for me, so let's just see what this room is. Clock tower. Now, the thing about the clock tower is we've already solved the clock tower puzzle and got a sanctum key out of it, right? And there's nothing more to really be. Oh no, okay, we get a compass. That doesn't help because we've got 2 rooms and they're going to be both dead end rooms, but you know, it is what it is. But here's the thing with the clock tower is that means that the next day, day 55. We'll start with a key for this room. And I think that's the only tomorrow room we've got. I keep calling them clock rooms, but they're just tomorrow rooms is what they're officially called. We've only got the one tomorrow room, so I think I'll just start with 1 key, but that's fine. I might get a tomorrow room here or here. So in order to do these rooms, I need keys. In order to get keys, I need to go here. I have 24 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to go through the gymnasium. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, and then I'll eat a bunch of fruit. And now give me the steps to come back. Yep, we'll do that. I just gotta be very careful with my steps. Not get myself turned around. I can't really afford to buy anything from the kitchen. I don't need to buy anything from the kitchen. I want to come back with the locker room with a bunch of keys, but I need to save a key for here and for here. So we're doing gymnasium to the passageway, but from the passageway I could go to the dark room or the great hall. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay, so passageway. I'll just go straight on through to the great hall, over to the foundation. From the foundation, we need to go to the laboratory, not to the dark room, to the laboratory. And then over to the conference room. Eat all the fruit. Should give us plenty of extra steps. And then let's pick up some keys. Where are those keys? Key, 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 key. Key. Okay. From the conference room, I really don't have a reason to backtrack anywhere else, I don't think. In Quest bedroom, I'd get 5 feet from the mask, but it would take like 5 or more feet to get there, so it's not worth that. So now I've got 49 feet. I'm just gonna come back here to here to here. I've already done all those doorways, but then just go straight up to here and then over here. Yeah, so from here to the laboratory. Laboratory foundation. We want to go to the Great Hall. And from Great Hall, I want to go here and then just go straight on up to the archives. Not to the laundry room, but to the archives. Running shoes are saving me some steps today. Good. I still don't think the running shoes are great because it's so random when it saves you steps. But it's not something I can calculate with. You know, I can't calculate with the running shoes really. I can't, math out my steps like I can with food and mask and stuff. We're going to use a key here. I don't know what this is. Having a... We'll do the mailroom. I don't think there's any more letters for me to read, but having a... Yeah, there's not. I've read that. Okay. Did I need... I didn't take screenshots of these red notes, but let me go ahead and write down what the red notes are, at least. Because we know they're lies. The red memos. Hey. My caps lock keeps getting triggered and I don't know how. 1213. I've tried code 1213. Like, I know that some of these aren't. There were red herrings. Like 1213 is a date. It's on the crest. When you look at the Roman numerals on the crest, it comes out to like 1213 or something. D8. Now this is block. This is these are blocks, you know, letters. So false, true, false. This one, D8, actually kind of was a safe code. But notice it's like kind of handwritten. So we don't have anything more to do here. I don't think it's not giving us anything else. But at least, hey, you know, we spent a key to say that, hey, next time we get to the mailroom, it will give us items. I'm going to go over here and do this room, and then I'll go to the locker room and do stuff. The stuff I do in the locker room probably won't matter. Like, I don't think the locker room gives me anything that's going to matter. But, you know, for the sake of just, might as well use the keys, we will. But right now, we're going through, and we're going to go up to the secret garden. I don't have a reroll die anymore, so I'm just... This is the last room I'm going to be able to draft today. There's no doorways leading over this area of the house. This doesn't do anything for me. This doesn't do anything for me, so we're just going to do this. Get another 5 steps. What's it going on about? Oh, here's some bananas. But the metal detector is like probably going on about some coin or key somewhere. At this point, I probably don't care, but yeah, what is setting off the metal detector? Oh, a couple coins right there. This is the double black pawn, right? So I have a brother. I don't know. I haven't read or heard any other information about my brother. Like, this is the only source I have about my brother, unless he's imaginary or something. And it is a bunk bed, right? So perhaps I have a brother, and I just, maybe something happened to him. But there's so much communication about our mom, about us, photos and everything. Like the brother is just a complete mystery. Okay, so now all I can do, it's not going to be exciting for the rest of the day. So I did not get the throne room. I really expected the throne room to come up because I had the solarium and because I added the throne room to the draft pool. But some future day, the throne room will come up, we'll open it, we'll get the sanctum key at that time. It's just not going to be today, obviously. Because the game first made me a liar when I said I'm not going to get the microchip today and open up the big, round door and or go to Blackbridge or open the big round door today. The game made me a liar on that statement. Then I said, oh, well, now I'm going to have the throne room, and now I'm going to go do a sanctum key. And the game goes, oh, no, we'll make you a liar on that statement as well. But in the future, we now have another sanctum key that we can chase. We can chase the king on his throne sanctum key by drafting the throne room at some point. Okay, but right now, we're gonna go get some stuff from the locker room because we have 4 extra keys. It will not matter. It literally, there is nothing the locker room could give us, including a key card, that would matter at this point. It could give us a shovel and it would not matter. So I'm just wasting time being a completionist, or being OCD, not being a completionist, but just being OCD. So let's go use these 4 keys that we won't get to keep anyway. Oh, look. Remember when I opened up every single locker of the locker room on a previous day looking for a key card, and none of the lockers had a key card? Now today, the very first locker has a key card when all the doors have been locked with keys. This game can be so unfair and frustrating. I swear it cheats. This game cheats. It programmatically, the programmer of the game, and he might watch the video and he might take issue with me saying this, but I say the programmer of the game, totally, program this to keep track of what the player needs and then give them the exact opposite, just to tease them, give them the exact opposite of whatever they need in the moment. This is our day. We do not have Blessing of the Monk anymore, so it doesn't really matter where we end our day. I don't have the planetarium. If we had the planetarium, we'd want to end our day in the planetarium. It doesn't really matter. I have 44 steps, 7 gems, 4 coin. I am still curious, why is throne room not showing up in any of the, I'd expect it to be in found floor plans. We found it. I'll have to back up this video when I'm done with it, and watch. I watch them myself anyway, but I'm going to watch it, and I won't have to watch it for very long, and then see what color that throne room is, and what note was on it about where it might appear, right? Because it's not in my Mount Holly directory at the moment. I swear it's not. It's just not here. I would expect it to be right here in found floor plans. Or if it was a gold room, I'd expect it to be right here, right? But it's not. This might just be holding space for the trading post, right? The trading post might be the gold room that would appear here as just the trading post, but it's being put in the outer rooms instead. Okay. I have 4 coin, nothing more to buy from the showroom. I don't have a moon pendant, so this emerald bracelet that I spent 60 coin on, and I use it a few times, to be honest. Oh, I have a shovel. I do have a shovel, so I could dig up a bunch of stuff. I could dig up stuff in the secret garden, the cloister. I could dig up stuff. Or when did I get the shovel? I literally don't remember picking up the shovel. No, I bought it. I bought the shovel at the commissary and then went through rooms with dig spots like the cloister and completely forgot about it. When I was in the cloister, I had a shovel and completely forgot I had a shovel. I'm an idiot. I passed through the foundation so many times. I could have dug up keys and coins and things, whatever. All of those items are going to be wasted. I literally bought a shovel at the commissary, completely forgot that I did so and never used it on any of the dig spots. Oh, I'm an idiot. There was a dig spot in the solarium, but I'm not going to worry about any of that because none of it's going to be a moon pendant. So none of it's going to matter. I don't get to keep any of it. I never triggered this experiment, so I added 2 coins to my allowance just by doing the allowance quest, or the, quest bedroom for the allowance quest. But I never did hallway off a hallway, so I never triggered this. But we're going to go ahead and call it a day. This was day 54. The biggest thing we accomplished today, I mean, we did increase our allowance a little bit, but that's not the thing we accomplished today. The thing we accomplished today happened like immediately before we drafted even the first room in the house. We stumbled across the third microchip. We opened up the thing in the Black Bridge, and we found the floor plan to the throne room. That's what was accomplished today, and that was accomplished within the first 5 minutes of the day. The rest of this time that you've been watching didn't really accomplish all that much, for which I apologize. But, we had fun going through and doing it anyway, right? Okay. Thank you for being with me for day 54. And we will see you for day 55, next time. Mount Holly, Baronio Shopping Center, 5 shop rooms, total rooms 39, right? Reached 9. I could have made it 10. I could have gone down, foundation, opened up room 46, come back, gone to room 46. I didn't have a reason to do so. Steps taken 134, items found 10, new rooms 1. The one new room was the dormitory. Yep. But our big accomplishment was unlocking the floor plan for the throne room. That was our big accomplishment. Alrighty. We'll see you for day 55. Have a good one.